Well, my apologies. I know, 2 videos in a row. This is rather uncharacteristic. However, I needed to bring this one. I needed to bring this one up because this crossed Twitter at about almost 5 o'clock today, and unfortunately, remember I said specifically, I don't think they're going to go back. There was something I had mentioned in text on the screen where I said, we know what the Overton window is. And for those of you who don't know what the Overton window is, if I am a company or I'm someone who can make policy, let me just adjust this just a little bit. If I'm someone who can make policy, what I do is I hit you with the absolute, just the most sickening thing that I can hit you with in terms of policy that I've made. And what I'm doing is the equivalent of sticker shock. I'm sure some of you have heard of that. Overton window is something salespeople use. They use sticker shock. You know, the total solution is going to cost you this many hundreds of dollars or this many thousands of dollars. Oh my goodness, no way. Before you say no, I can get you this and it'll only cost you this. That way you're not paying as much. And they get you little by little till you come down to something that you normally would not accept. Well, as you can see, there I go pointing it. As you can see right here, this little thread right here from Twitter, from Haas, Dungeon Scribe, hashtag OpenDND. If Wizards tried to squeeze more money from you with these D&D Beyond changes, how would you feel? $30 a month per player. Deauthorized OGL 1.0A. Homebrew banned at the base tiers. Stripped down gameplay for AI DMs. Reportedly, hashtag DnD Beyond cost Wizards of the Coast 40,000 plus subscribers. Keep it going. If these don't seem like changes rational minds would put forward, it's because they aren't. Hasbro executives have reportedly handed this down, ignoring suggestions or input from their own staff. Please make sure that these executives are the ones held accountable, not staff or creators. I couldn't agree more. Now, apparently, D&D Shorts here, who's been one of the few on top of this, says, I can confirm these changes are what Wizards Digital Game VP Chris Cow has planned for the future of D&D. The $30 per month is for the highest tier, and it includes monthly content drops. Their dream is everyone paying $30 per month to play. Haas is correct on everything, confirmed by Wizards of the Coast sources. Now, it will be, I think, 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, that we will see what Wizards has to say, but I'm telling you right now, I normally do not advocate everyone do as I do. You always do you. Do what makes sense for you. So if it's dumping D&D Beyond, which is one of the things I've been advocating, dump that thing. Dump it, delete, dump and delete. Delete the characters, delete the terrain, delete the maps, delete everything off of there. If you've been on there since the day it was formed by Twitch, I'm sorry. My heart truly goes out to you. I really wish I knew what to tell you. Unfortunately, I don't. I'm not telling you. I'm not commanding you. I'm saying consider dropping D&D Beyond altogether. Right now, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen, is they're not only employing an Overton window, They're also employing a sunken cost fallacy. Let me tell you what that means. For those of you who don't know. Well, I've already put hundreds of dollars into this. If I walk away now, it's hundreds of dollars wasted. Well, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a PlayStation 4 right here on my desk. I really have not played it much, but I still refuse to get rid of it. I also have a small shelf full of games over there. In fact, dare I say, I think I have like maybe 2 shelves full of games over there. Games I've beaten, games I've played. I mean, I have a game right here on my desk. GTA 5, ladies and gentlemen. I got it right here on my desk. I also have I have a few handhelds. I've got a Game Boy Advance. I've got that I got off eBay. I got a new Nintendo 3DS. I got a Nintendo 3DS, and I got a PlayStation Portable. Barely picked them up and played them. Got one of these things that I built for retro games. I barely plug them in and play anymore. I put a lot of money in my electronic gaming. I have even I used to be an avid player of Second Life, and I used to pop money in there monthly. I really don't play anymore. People, it's okay to walk away from these things. It really is. Let me show you what's not a waste of money. Okay? Are you ready for this? Let me show you. I'm going to select a book and I'm going to pull it down. Okay? Ready? That's not a waste of money. Yeah, it's one of like 4 books I have. This is not a waste of money. You can always pull this off the shelf. Pair it with this and play it solo. You play it solo in between sessions, guess what? You're going to learn this book. I'm just going to slip that back up into the hutch and watch his other books disappear. There we go. Okay. Let me show you something, okay? If sunken cost is what concerns you, allow me to help. You ready for this? If sunken cost into 5th edition is what is concerning you, let me help. Now I'm here to help you. Forget WotC. Forget Hasbro. They're lost causes. They are actively sitting there telling you, "Oh, you'll play our way or not at all." Well, that's completely false. 100%. Let me show you something. Let me give you a little hope. Let's start with this website right here. I don't know how any of you cannot look at this website and think that that D&D is gone. It's not. In fact, I'm not advertising. I'm not being sponsored by any of these people. These are just 2 of the games. These are 2 examples of games that I love intensely. I think the world of them. They've been great. And let me tell you something. With Basic Fantasy, right here, everything on this website is 100% free. The core rules, beginner's essentials. And look, right here, they'll tell you where you can get print-on-demand versions. They're sold at cost. This book, this one book right here, $5.50 on Amazon, ladies and gentlemen. But you can download it on DriveThruRPG. You can download it here for absolutely free. Anywhere you see now in print, that means you can pick that book up in print. plenty of stuff here. So you could just create a folder for Basic Fantasy, go download all this stuff. You're playing Basic Expert D&D in everything but name. Okay? White Box Medieval Fantastic Medieval Adventure Game. That's a free download. And that book is $4.25. Maybe a little more. But it's less than $5. That is a clone of original D&D. You can still get it. Go ahead, grab it. OSRIC, AD&D First Edition. For Gold and Glory, AD&D Second Edition. But if you needed something just a little more up to date, let me show you. Right here, Trolllord Games. Trolllord.com/TLG store. You go down here, look at that. Player's Handbook, digital, free. It's not tied into a virtual tabletop. It's 100% free. And it's that way all the time. Look at this. 5th edition books right here. If you're playing 5th edition, now you can try Player's Guide to Aird. There's Monsters and Treasure of Aird. There you go. 2 books that will give you that setting for 5th edition D&D. Lost City of Gaxmore, you can do that one. Amazing Adventures. Now you can try other genres. You can do space. You can do the World Wars, anything. You can even do your own Call of Cthulhu game with this one. All using 5th edition rules. If you just need an easier transition, here it is. Dungeon Masters, Game Masters, this is how you get your players. This is how you convert. This is how you ease them into a different system. And of course, they got all kinds of good stuff here. Here you go, $50 for a white box set. Kind of mimics OD&D a little bit. Yeah, I mean, look at the prices on these books. This is the only book I've seen that's like $50 besides the Monsters and Treasures book, which, by the way, also free. I don't understand how anyone can say, "Oh my goodness, we're losing D&D." No, you're not. You're just going to get a different version of it, and a better version of it, a much better version of it. I don't understand. Why would you stay with that? Ladies and gentlemen, staying with Wizards and Hasbro at this point is like staying in a very toxic relationship. They're just going to abuse you. They're just going to milk you. And guess what? When you buy these books, you buy them one time. You pay one fee. And you sit around the table with friends. You sit here. You play over Skype. You play over Guilded. You play over Discord. You play over Foundry, or you play over Roll20, or whatever your virtual tabletop of choice is. Or you just play Theater of the Mind. Play over your phone. Play it solo. Hell, Mythic just came out with a second edition of their GM emulator. Which is what an... Hey, you want to take your chances with an AIDM? If you want to take your chances with an AIDM, go right ahead, be my guest, but guess what? You're going to be miserable. You know, a lot of us thought, and I'm going to wrap up here in a minute, but a lot of us were discussing this. I know I was, RPG Pundit and I had a point in common, but we also had a little bit of a little contention with it. See, the way I saw it was, eventually, over time, this walled garden was just going to start chucking people out. The goalposts were always going to move. And then eventually, they couldn't justify the cost of running it. I never really thought that it would be at the hands of some CEO sitting in a boardroom somewhere thinking, yeah, we'll tell you what to like. We'll tell you what to play. What's your response? I'll tell you what mine is. It's definitely not going to be Paizo. Uh, if I had to write a game, it would not be. It wouldn't be under the license. Not after what I'm hearing. I'm not answering to a committee. I'm not answering to a board. You want me to write for you? Leave it open. Leave me alone. But I'll tell you this much. Trolllord Games. This right here. I gotta start pointing this way. Trolllord Games wants you to write stuff for them. They've opened up Castles and Crusades to any and everyone. Write your own stuff for White Box. Write your own stuff for Swords and Wizardry. Mythmere Games is doing an open gaming license too. Several people I know, the Basic Expert being one of them, is doing, open source gaming. He's releasing it under a Creative Commons license. You can write stuff for Cowpunchers or Atomic Punk when he updates that. Trust me when I say this, ladies and gentlemen, you watching this right now, the hit piece on people like me who like an older rule set, who like a different style of play, who like our games without the ham-fisted politics shoved into them. Yeah. Some of you are getting ready to join us. And here's the really weird part. We welcome you. But be forewarned. All this political shoehorning is exactly why Wizards of the Coast is suffering right now. It's why this stuff is getting more popular by the day. It's why my order got delayed. My order from Trolllord got delayed because they had such an influx of orders from people scrambling to get away from D&D. Started with the books. Plenty of people have been downloading the free stuff. And here's the other thing. You want to play this free for the rest of your life? I can easily do that. And Davis pointed this out when he was on the live stream Saturday. Watch this. So not just Player's Guide, Monsters and Treasures. That's not the only thing that's free. Let me show you this. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Nope, not there. How about world building? Nope. Two more specials. Here we go. Should be around here somewhere. There's a section marked Bag of Holding. And honestly, let me see. For the CK, maybe in here. There is a section of this website called Bag of Holding. And let me tell you what's in there. As a matter of fact, I might be able to just bring it up. Oh, better yet. Give me just a moment, people. I really should have had this pulled up, but I just didn't think about it. Okay, third-party publishing. So there's this. They have third-party guidelines. They have a Castles and Crusades license, AA. That's Amazing Adventures, Writer's Guidelines, Trolllord Style. Then they have these logos for you, and a layered logo for you there. Let's see what I got here. Castles and Crusades, just by itself. I wonder where they put it, because I know it's in here somewhere. I have seen it. But there is a section. Siege Engine PDFs, I wonder? Nope. Oh, maybe. Under Caverns of Gaxmore. Definitely got to grab that one at some point. But anyway, the long and short of it is that they have, they do have a section marked Bag of Holding. Let me just see if I can pull it up real quick. Alright, let's see. Here we go. Bag of Holding. So if you go right here, and I will put these in the description. These links will be in the description. Right here you have character sheets, quick start rules, and converting, like if you have those third-party adventures, converting 5th edition to Castles and Crusades. You can still use your 5th edition adventures with Castles and Crusades. No problem. And this is only 7 pages, this conversion guide. 7 pages, and it's very simple. Amazing adventures right here. Quick start guides, class samples, character sheets, the world of Aird. Still got that 5th edition thing there. After Winter's Dark. I think I don't have these, and I probably should get them. 5th edition. They got third-party publisher stuff here. There you go. I will have all these links in the description down below. I'll include some others as well. It's time to walk away. It's time to dump them. I don't see them walking back on this. All I see is they are trying to Overton window you. They think you're stupid. And they're hoping this will all blow. They're hoping this, not a few months, they're hoping this will blow over in a few days. No. Not one more dime. Don't give them another, not one red penny. Take your current D&D stuff, play it if you're happy with it. Whatever else you want to get, now's a good time before revisions have to be made. Those $10 hardcovers, I would take advantage because those books are going to go out of print. They will not be back. They could prove pretty valuable. If for nothing else, just buy a couple of each one. Put them aside. Rainy day, a couple of years down the road, people are looking for those books. Pop one on eBay, see what kind of a profit you can make. That's all I got for you. I'm so sorry to have to deliver bad news, but I hope the good news was much, very welcome here. I really do. So sorry to spring 2 videos on you like this, but this one I missed it. I'm sorry. I'm a little late to the party, but better late than never, right? So in the meantime, I hope that you'll check out Trolllord Games. I hope you'll check out the Wretchedverse. I hope you'll check out all kinds of other stuff. Like I said, I'm going to have some links in the description down below. Stuff you can get for free. I hope you'll check it out, because it's all worth it. I hope you'll check out some other genres. I hope you'll check out, like, space. I hope you'll check out, like, World War II battles. I'm about to do that. I just ordered World War II Operation White Box and White Star, all operating on the same Swords and Wizardry White Box rules. Want to know what those look like? Check out White Box Fantastic Medieval Adventure Game. Pretty much the same thing. Like I said, these books are less than $5. Ladies and gentlemen, why would you spend $30 a month when you can spend $5? Or just a little over $5.50 for one book that you're going to play you can go back to that book with a good imagination, you can go back to that well for a long time. All right, I'm going on 25 minutes, so I got to get out of here. Just remember, I love you all. I want you to take care of yourselves and each other. Just go play what lights you up. Play what you want. It's fine. But dump D&D Beyond. I'm serious. Ditch it. Hasbro is not your friend, and neither is neither the corporate execs at Wizards of the Coast. In fact, some of their own employees are leaking this information. I have to applaud them. I really wish they had seen this, or at least reported it before it was too late. Hopefully we're not too late. Hopefully we can walk this back. Keep the pressure up. And as always, play on. See ya.